Hello, everybody. Welcome to another one of my series here. Now, this is I guess this is a style of deck that's been around for quite a while in Standard now. It's sort of a black-green mid-rangey deck, but I've kind of put my own spin on it. I know it's probably been done before, but this is the first time I've tried it. And I didn't really copy any lists. I've just kind of like been tweaking this one for a while now. So I just want to take it on a spin on a I guess a test run and see how it goes. So in the deck, there are four Blooming Marsh, just a fast dual land fixes you. It's just a good land. Evolving Wilds. I know a lot of lists aren't running Evolving Wilds. It is a little bit slow, but it does let us cast Fatal Push on creatures that cost 4. So I think it's important to run Evolving Wilds. You don't really want to be sacking your Walking Ballista just to trigger like a Fatal Push. It's really 2-for-1ing yourself like that is bad. 5 forests, 8 swamps, and the 4 of Hissing Quagmire. Hissing Quagmire is a real monster with Sylvan Advocate once you hit 6 lands. So we just want to run the full play set. Also, it's a dual land, so it rocks pretty hard. 4 Fatal Push in the deck. It's definitely the best removal spell printed in a very long time. 2 Grasp of Darkness and 1 Murder kind of fill out the rest of the upper mana slots there. Grasp is kind of tough to cast sometimes, but it's a good spell. And Murder is, just kills everything. Okay, excuse me. I guess as far as the creature suite goes, that you have a ton of 2/3s, Winding Constrictors, Sylvan Advocates. Sylvan Advocate is great if the game goes like middling or long. Also like pretty solid once it gets a counter from something, or Rishkar even. Like Sylvan Advocate into Rishkar is like it's pretty good. We're running 4 Winding Constrictors because we have like a lot of counter effects from Nissa, Virgis Gearhulk, etc. And of course Walking Ballista. Walking Ballista, I don't know if anything really needs to be said about this card. It's great. Yeah, I'll just move on. Heart of Kiran, also pretty omnipresent in Standard. 2 mana, 4/4 flying vigilance, basically, when you have Planeswalkers in play. This card is absurd. I don't know if it should be legal in Standard, honestly. People are going to get really tired of this card. Now, our kind of tweaks to this deck here are in the 3-drop slot. There's Liliana, the Last Hope. I think this card is actually pretty reasonable. Rebuying a creature, like creatures die in Standard a lot. Like rebuying a creature is good value. Also, it can kind of lock down a threat if it's 2 power or something. You can kill some of the things in Mardu, the X1s, and you can turn the Scrap Heap into like a 1/1. So it's really like Liliana's. She has some good use with her +1, and her -2 is definitely quite good. The 1 of Murder, as I said before. Rishkar just kind of, it's nice. It turns your 2/3s into 3 power guys. You can crew with Heart of Kiran. It ramps you a little bit. It's just a good card. Tireless Tracker, card advantage engines. Cards have been around forever. Enough said. And then, of course, 3 Nissa. Voice of Zendikar. I don't know. Nissa is just so powerful to me, especially with Winding Constrictor. Like, if you get Winding Constrictor and a Nissa into, like, a -2 the next turn, it's so nice. Playing a 1 of Gonti and then another in the sideboard. This card's awesome. The Death Touch is relevant. It's just a good card. And, of course, 3 Virtuous Gearhulk. Virtuous Gearhulk is just our finisher. I know a lot of lists run 4, especially with the Winding Constrictor package, but I don't know. I always find this card is you always get too many in your hand, so I feel like going lower to the ground with like Heart of Kiran and the Planeswalker package is just a little bit better. And we're still packing like the same amount of removal and card advantage cards. Like Liliana and Nissa both count as like a card advantage cards. So that's the main deck. And then of course the sideboard, 3 Transgress and 3 Lost Legacy. I think Transgress is a little underwhelming. Like if it costs 1 mana, it would be significant better. Even if like the restriction was greater, like we just really need like Inquisition in Standard would be amazing. Like I really, really wish Inquisition was in Standard, but we're stuck with Transgress the Mind, and you run them because like you have to, but they're not amazing. Lost Legacy. Now I'm just trying this card also for the first time. We tend to lose like to Saheeli Rydex and to what's it? Etherworks Marvel decks, I guess. So I like if you take out the crux of the deck, like Saheelier, Etherworks Marvel, you can, I don't know, you really neuter the power to lose against those decks. Um, I'm not afraid of them once a Lost Legacy is cast. I really like this card. I think it's better than like packing your sideboard with more removal to try and play a bunch of removal spells and kill like a Felidar Guardian or whatever. Just getting rid of Etherworks Marvel before it can even be cast is the best way to beat that deck because they can't really do anything if Etherworks is taken out. One more Murder and a second Gonti. Then Obnixilis, just kind of a good card advantage engine against like the slower, grindier decks. Same with Tireless Tracker number 3 in the sideboard and a Nissa. Nissa also like is kind of aggressive, but yeah, I don't know. She's good against the grindy decks. In some cases you want to side out like a little bit of removal, like Fatal Pushes are bad against like Etherworks Marvel. You want to bring in something bigger to finish the game, and Nissa does that. Harvester against the really aggressive decks, and then 2 Natural Obsolescence to round out the removal suite. So that's the deck. And I guess we'll start a competitive 5-round tournament here in just a sec. See you in round 1. Thank you.